My name is Janet Wright, and I am a psychic reader and energy healer. I am wearing a bathrobe right now because this series, this little mini series of videos that I'm going to make is about the energy of waking up every morning. When I read people, often, not all the time, but it's pretty frequent that the angels of the client that I'm reading will direct me to ask the person about their mornings and the quality of like how do they feel right when they wake up, what do they do during the first hour of their day, things like that. And it also is just as frequent when the angels say, okay, ask him about his morning or ask her about her morning. A lot of times those people say, oh, and they say, I'm not a morning person. As if, and some of them even don't realize that you could do something about that. And these are people that know that personal change is possible. So, but even they don't realize that, you know, not being a morning person is not like drilled into your eternal soul. You know, like it is changeable. You can change over time, you know, and practicing at it, you can change how good you feel right when you wake up and, you know, how you feel in the first several hours of every day. And obviously that would be more gentle and enjoyable than feeling like total crap every morning. So that's a plus. But also because of the nature of sleep, like the spiritual importance of sleep, waking up is really, really important too. For example, sleep is something that you're doing and your spirit is journeying, you know, and in other videos I'll explain that more. But anyway, so your spirit is journeying in your sleep and doing hopefully very positive things, but again, in other videos in this series I'll talk more about that. But then, so you do these positive things, you get these spiritual healings in your sleep, and then many people, they kind of feel bummed out to wake up. They don't want to wake up. It's sort of like a buzzkill, you know, like they feel like they just want to go back to bed. Oh, just a little more time, just a little more time. And so I just want to let you know that you could do something about that. You can change that so that the process of waking up is not something you need to dread. So that you can bring in the good feelings that your spirit has into your day, into your morning, so that it's sort of a continuation of your healing and growing and learning and not just a total bummer, you know, as if you're hitting a wall or something by waking up. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple videos so that I can explain things in detail and hopefully it's not, you know, it's approachable for people. But essentially, you know, I just want to let everybody know that if you are one of those people that does not feel that great when you wake up, or you don't feel that great in the first couple hours of your day, you can change that. That doesn't have to be that way for the rest of your life. Okay? So that whole thing about I'm not a morning person, you know, as if that's like part of your identity, is totally unnecessary. And I do understand that people have responsibilities, you know, in the mornings. It's not all, you know, bathrobes and cups of tea in the morning, you know, although that's always very good, isn't it? But people do have responsibilities, you know, they might be leaving most people do leave their house to work. But then there's also, of course, stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads now, who wake up and they have responsibilities and, you know, of caring for others. Or, you know, somebody like me who my animals are my children. you know, I wake up and I'm taking 3 dogs out into the yard. Particularly because one of our dogs is a puppy mill survivor, so she doesn't have much bladder control. So I really have to get dressed fast and get her outside, or else. And plus she wakes me up, you know, and I think that's true for a lot of people that, you know, maybe have kids. You know, that's why, I mean, I know having a dog isn't the same as having a kid, like a human kid. But it is in that it's possible that, you know, if your kid wakes you up in the morning, you didn't really pick to wake up at that time. So that can be a little more rough on an energy level when you are not choosing the wake up time yourself. You know, like if all of a sudden your dog has to go outside, or all of a sudden your child, you know, is really trying to get your attention and you have to go. You can't just say, okay, kid, I'm going to snooze for 40 minutes, you know. So anyway, the main point of this video is just to let you know that I know we don't all have idyllic mornings where we're just, you know, sitting around and doing yoga and eating gourmet breakfasts, although that sounds really good. But it doesn't matter. You can still reflect upon the qualities that you want to bring more into your daily life, and then tweak your morning, tweak your waking up, like literally like what you're doing energetically in the first like 60 seconds, 2 minutes of consciousness. And that would really help you. It would help your spirit to vibrate at the qualities that you want to bring into your life. Versus you just wake up and you kind of hit the ground running and you're just thinking about your work and your kids and your dogs and your responsibilities, and you never feel like you get a moment to just be you. Because the thing is, if you wake up like that and you never get a moment, like within the first hour, even like literally 10 seconds, if you never give yourself even 10 seconds to just be you and match up your spirit and your body and vibrate at what you want more of in your life, then you tend to feel like you're playing catch up all day long. You tend to be very scattered, and you tend to have trouble giving to yourself for the rest of your day, because the morning sets the tone. And so that's just my message to you, that mornings are really important. And in the other videos in this series, we're going to look in more detail about what you can do, and also give you a little more clarity about what sleep is psychically and what waking up is psychically, and, you know, how to play with that. Okay? So I hope that made some level of sense, and I hope you understand that you can improve your mornings. And since you have one every day, I think it's a really cool thing. All right, bye.